All right, an update. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Alondra Elizabeth. If you're new here, which you might be because it's been a good minute since I uploaded a video, hi everyone else. So this is just gonna be me talking for a little bit, updating you all and kind of just explaining why I haven't been posting and why I won't be posting still for a while. Basically, I have been feeling very burnt out school-wise, and also for like YouTube a little bit after Vlogmas. I thought Vlogmas was really fun, and I was surprised that I managed to do all 25 days, which is really cool. I think some days were pretty boring for you all because I was studying and I was in finals, or I was moving, and then just like I still had a brief to do right up until Christmas. So like, I don't know if y'all even enjoyed that, but I thought it was a pretty cool accomplishment on my end. But after that, like, kind of creativity was no longer there for me. I was like, what kind of videos do I want to make? Like, obviously I could always do the same ones that I've done in the past, like day in the life, you know, my grades, reactions, all of that. But I just really didn't want to, so I ultimately didn't. And school-wise, I'm in my spring semester of my second year of law school, and it is a lot. Surprisingly, not as much as last semester. I'm not a tutor this semester, so there's like less things for me to be doing off the clock. What I mean by that is that like this semester I'm taking an externship, and it's 12 hours a week plus like 3 or 4 hours worth of like a class that you need to take along with the externship in order for it to count as academic credit. And so it's still a lot of time, but at least for the externship, like I log in at a certain hour and then I log out, and then I'm done with the externship. Versus being a tutor, it's like I was in my tutoring sessions and in my office hours, and then apart from that I had to find time to like grade their hypos and like give them feedback and do lesson planning, which is amazing. Like I love doing it and I love the students that I got to work with, but it was a lot of my time. So without that, I do have more time this semester. In regards to classes, I'm taking Constitutional Law 2, Property Law 2, and the new classes are Wills and Trust and Immigration Law. So it's only four core classes and like the externship class. But 2 of those classes are immensely heavy reading. Like I'm talking about like 100 plus pages a week. So 2 of those are just really heavy and time consuming. Like there's reflections to do every week and like other extra assignments sort of thing. And I'm still a pro bono coordinator at my school, which I mean, all these things I love. It's a lot. It's very tiring, you know? And still the co-president for the Student Immigration Law Association. And we're doing great things, and I'm really excited and like happy to be doing them, but I am exhausted. So like, you know, I feel like my creativity is having to go to these positions that I have, and any sort of like ounce of time that I have for myself, I'm really trying to do self-care with, because like last semester I was pretty much burnt out by the end of the semester. Like I was like crawling to the finish line. And so even though it's a big accomplishment, obviously halfway through law school, and a lot of people were like reiterating that and being like, halfway through, woohoo, I didn't feel that because I was just so exhausted and I was just so tired and just like mentally not prepared to come back even when I started. So, you know, that's kind of how burnt out, basically. Not even nearing burnt out, like I was pretty burnt out. So I was like decided to take a step back from posting on Instagram and posting here on YouTube, so that I can spend free time doing things that could be recharging for myself, so that I can keep doing school you know, on a level that I feel comfortable with, because I feel like a lot of the rhetoric too is like, oh well, you know, it gets easier, you spend less time doing readings and you spend time less doing blah blah and like all that, and valid, like I'm sure people do, and like to some extent I do too, but I still feel like I want to dedicate time to studying, time to reading, time to going to class, you know, like I don't want to diminish the vigor with which I'm focusing on school just to like carve out more time for myself or like more of other hobbies. So it's still like looking for the balance that I feel like I could have and should have with school and like just life in general. So yeah, there's a lot on my mind, there's a lot on my plate. So I am taking a step back a little bit from posting videos so often as I did before, but I'm not walking away from the channel because I do really enjoy making stuff, and I think it's so important to share your story, sort of thing. Like, again, I, as a first generation student, like, I don't know anything of what I'm doing. So if I have the time and if I can, you know, I want to keep posting videos that talk about what it is going through law school, and how law school is and all of that. So I'm not leaving, I'm still here, but it's just videos that I'm going to be making are going to be a little less frequent now. But yeah, let me know in the comments like what you still want to see, what you're still curious about. I'll try to do more day in the lives and like things that show the realness of law school at the different stages, and everything. So like definitely still ask and all that. And I will share that I did finally get my first like A, which is weird because I've never gave you guys a letter grade. I've never shared letter grades before, or GPAs or anything, but just so you know, like, you know, I guess that's the only grade I'm going to share, but like got my first A, and it's so surreal realizing that like I was holding myself up to the standard of like only A's matter sort of thing, and like getting my first one makes me realize like, wow, that's crazy. Like, let that go. You don't, like, that's not necessary to be stuck on that mindset, because every grade, one, is just grades, right? like we're on a curve. Like I could still have done really well, and like there's just not going to be enough spots for that, you know. And also like this is like like a profession. Obviously if you're going big law and everything, I know there's like a completely different playing field, but for me it's like this is just the profession that I want to do. This is like the work that I want to do. And so with experience, like you can still get a job that isn't what you want to do, and you can still be a really good attorney regardless of the grade. So I cannot believe that I was holding myself to a standard that like I had of myself like since high school, like needing to be a just straight A student. And it's like, no, law school ain't working like that. Obviously not everyone can get an A, like it's just not gonna happen. Like, so that's just like realistically, and to just let it go, live a little, you know. So it was interesting, obviously very proud and happy of that, but like it's just kind of making me realizing like that I still have incredibly high standards for myself, and it's just okay to be good at something and not like the absolute best at it. Like, do good work, you know. Like good is good. So yeah, anyways, this is very rambly, but I think I got the point across that I'm like tired, exhausted. I'm gonna be taking a break. Will still post, just a lot less frequent. Still comment down below what you have, requests, questions, and everything. I'm still here, still in law school, doing the day by day. So yeah, good luck to all of you who are on this journey, and we got this. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.